Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do another pregnancy update. Tomorrow I will be 27 weeks. So I'm pretty sure that's the start of the third trimester. But if you guys didn't watch my most recent pregnancy update, I will link it here, whichever side it goes on. But in that video I had explained that I went for my glucose test and that the 1 hour test came back that I needed to go back for more testing. My numbers were a little bit higher than they wanted, and so I went back for the 3 hour testing. And in my last video I was waiting to get those results. I did get those results and they confirmed I do have gestational diabetes. So I obviously have a ton of questions about that, but when also, if you guys watch my channel, you know that I have a ton of stuff going on at work, and the second that they called me to tell me the results, I had 1 million things going on and I did not ask any questions. They just said, it's confirmed you do have the gestational diabetes, so now you're going to need to see a go see a doctor or a specialist for that, and also see a dietitian. And I just said, okay, thank you, call me back when you have those appointments set up, and she did. So my appointment today is for the dietitian. And then, so today is Tuesday, November 10th. And then on Thursday, November 12th is my appointment with the specialist. So, right now it's 12:30. I am heading to my appointment with the dietitian. So I don't even know what my numbers were, like what my blood glucose level was, because I didn't even ask. I don't know if it was just like barely out of range or if it was more than that. I don't have a clue, so I keep checking like my online portal for the results, and they're not posted yet. So, but I think they will be tonight or tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep checking that, and I will update you guys on what the numbers were, like my fasting glucose or my fasting blood draw was, and then what the and then they draw your blood at the 1 hour mark, 2 hour mark, and 3 hour mark. So I want to see what those levels were. I know from my 1 hour test, my fasting blood draw was 88. I think it was 88, and then after the 1 hour it was 161 or 162. I can't remember. But so anyway, I'm interested to see what they were this time, but let's head to that appointment. Okay, so it is the next day and I am home on my lunch break, and I'm going to probably do like maybe an update tonight or tomorrow about all the things that I found out at the nutritionist or the dietitian. I guess I'm not really sure, but there was a lot of information, and I can't believe how much stuff I didn't know about, like about counting carbs and all of that. So I am all schooled up. We went through, like, I probably won't do a full in-depth thing because I'm not going to pretend to understand more than I do right now, but I will get into it a little more deeper later. But basically what I did there was we just went through like my eating habits, kind of what I typically eat for meals or snacks day to day, what times I typically eat them, how I was feeling, like did I have, you know, times where I felt tired or nauseous, and trying to like correlate that to a time of day to see what the food was doing to me. And then, so based off of what I told her my habits were, she then kind of laid out a plan for me to, of how many carbs I should have per each meal. And so she kind of laid it out like this many for breakfast, this many for a snack, this many for lunch, all of that. And then she taught me how to check my blood sugar. And you guys know, I can't remember when I said this, but my worst fear in life is blood. So even just like pricking my finger, still just the fact that I'm going to bleed, like I don't like that. But so she showed me, I was freaking out a little bit, but when she showed me, it was no big deal at all. And I think it will be really, really easy to do. She said that I would be testing my blood sugar 4 times a day, and that I would do it in the morning, first thing, and then 2 hours after each meal. But I have not done that today. Today's Wednesday, and I haven't done that today for 2 reasons. First, I don't have all of the supplies I need from the pharmacy yet. I'm waiting on them to text me to tell me that it's ready. And second, so that was just going to see the dietitian. And so tomorrow on Thursday, I am going to see the actual specialist. And so I guess I'm waiting to confirm with him that I need to check it 4 times a day. I'm sure I will, but I'm just not trying to do that until he gives me further direction. So I haven't done it today, but yeah, overall it was a really good appointment. I love that woman that was educating me. She you know, when you meet people and they either instantly can make you feel comfortable, or they just don't at all and are so cold. But just like from the second I met her, I felt completely comfortable with her asking anything, you know, being honest, and, you know, telling her what my habits are like and all of that. And there was no judgment whatsoever. And so I really like her a lot. And it's funny because the woman that I had talked about in my last video, the woman that draws my blood, she is someone who, I love her, but at first you don't know. Like, you don't know if she thinks that you're being a pain in her butt because of the way I am with blood. You know, I have a hard time, and I kind of panic sometimes, and I have to sit there a little bit longer after to make sure I don't pass out. And like initially, every time I'm like, oh gosh, is she annoyed? But then at the end, she's always really, really nice, and she's the sweetest person. But it just takes her a minute to get there. But that was a side tangent. Anyway, so now I'm on my lunch break. I don't have very much time. I probably have 5 minutes. I'm gonna start making a grocery order. And I'm someone who has to write everything down on paper, but just so that I can get some groceries in this house, they're gonna need to be what I need to have. I'm going to not try to do my own meal planning yet. I'm gonna wait until I do more research and learn more. But for now, they've given me like this huge thing of suggested breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. So for this being my very first time and me not knowing anything about it, I'm just gonna pull things off that list and create a grocery list. And I'm just gonna do like the Walmart pickup, but I'm gonna write everything down on paper first, and then I'll just add things to my app and then pick it up tomorrow. because I also need to get some things that would not be for me, that like for my daughter or husband. So I'm gonna do that in the 5 minutes I have left and head back to work. And then maybe tonight or tomorrow I will kind of go more in depth on what I learned, and I'll also vlog tomorrow when I go to the specialist.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Also, this is kind of random, but a while back I told you guys that I had tried these liquid IVs, and this one, if it will focus, this one is an energy multiplier, and it is in the lemon ginger flavor. And this one, the flavor is not as horrible as I thought it would be, but it's still not like, I'm not trying to drink a ton of these. And I think I've only had 2, to be honest with you, and I've had these for several months. But so that was the energy multiplier, but I recently got the hydration multiplier, and this flavor is lemon lime, and I am obsessed with these. These taste so good. And all right, let me actually talk to you. But these hydration multipliers taste so good, and there are a ton of flavors. They just came out with a strawberry that I'm gonna get next. But I'm someone who, I drink lemon, or I have lemon in my water every day, so this lemon lime was obviously my first choice. And so whenever you drink one of these in a bottle of water, it's supposed to be equal to drinking 3 bottles of water. So I've been trying to drink 1 a day to just help with my hydration. And I did make sure to drink 1 of these the day before I had my 3-hour glucose test, because I do 4 blood draws, and I have really tiny veins, and so one of my main issues with the blood draw is they can never get it. And so obviously you have to fast before you do it, and you're not super hydrated. So I drank 1 of these along with several other plain bottles of water, but the day before, and she had no trouble at all getting my veins. So I mean, I don't know if it was this or if it's just how it worked out, but anyway, I definitely think they're worth trying if you're trying to keep up on your water consumption. Okay, so today is Thursday, and I had my appointment with the specialist, and I was going to vlog like right after that, but I could not do it because I was too mad to be filming anything. So let me first start by go back to Tuesday when I had my meeting with the dietitian, my appointment with the dietitian. But so I had already said she was great. Basically what she did, and I think I already went over this. If I didn't already go over this, I'm going to go over it quickly. Basically what she did was she asked me what I ate, when I ate it, most of, you know, like what are your typical foods, what times do you typically eat, are there any points in the day where you feel, you know, like tired or off, or like your blood sugar might be low, like do you feel shaky, like that. So she got a good idea of what my habits are like, and so then she helped me form a plan around what my habits are. So they kind of quickly going through the papers I got, they give you like a sample meal list. And so like I think I said for next week, since I don't know what I'm doing yet and I don't know how to count my carbs like I should yet, I went straight off of here and I picked up my grocery order from Walmart today. So I'm all set up to eat how I need to. Which one of the things that I did not know was that, I almost hate saying any of this because I feel like different doctors, sorry, he's biting me, Doug. I feel like different doctors can probably give you different answers, but what she told me was to only, she told me it was to only look at the carbs, so not to worry about what the sugar said, because all sugar or all carbs will turn into sugar. So to just go straight off the carbs when looking at labels. So she told me to try to stay around 210 grams of carbs a day. And so she kind of broke it out by, I know you can't see this, but like for breakfast, I should have 30 grams of carbs, for a snack, 15, for lunch, 60, for another snack, 15, and for dinner, 60. And then she put my like before bed snack at 30 grams of carbs. And so she did that. The reason that that's higher is because I always eat a ton before bed. That's when I like sit on the couch and snack, and she knows that. So she gave me 30 grams there, but she said that when I test my blood sugar, if it is too high in the morning, that I'm gonna need to switch that and have my afternoon snack with the higher carbs, and then my before bed snack with less carbs. So we'll just have to see. And so that also reminds me that I will be testing my blood sugar 6 times a day. So I learned that today, but I'll get into that in a minute. Oh my gosh, my cat is going crazy. He's just attacking me in a playful way. She taught me how to test my blood sugar. I don't know if I said that yet, but at the dietitian, she taught me how to do that and gave me all of my supplies to do it, and it's actually really, really easy. But if you guys know me, you know that I hate blood with my life, and that makes me pretty nervous, but I'm about to get used to it, so that's what I do know. But so let's skip to today. So that was on Tuesday, and then yesterday I didn't do anything because I wanted to wait to talk to the specialist today. And let me just start off by saying that I don't love him, and I'm gonna try to request not to go back there. I don't know, there's a lot of things about him that I don't like. I don't think he took his time. I think he was trying to quickly get me in and out. I don't think that he was giving me all the information he should have. I know nothing about this, and I was having to ask so many questions because he just wasn't explaining anything. And I think he was very arrogant and rude, so that's honestly my opinion. So I hope I don't have to go back to him, because he said that I will visit him every 2 weeks until I have the baby. So that's a lot. I thought I might go back to him for a checkup, but I didn't know that it was for every 2 weeks here on out, plus my OB appointment. So that's a lot of appointments, and I didn't realize that, but not for that reason do I not want to go back to him. I think that'll be the case anywhere, but I just want someone that I feel more comfortable with, and he's not it. So anyway, today he said that I will be going back every 2 weeks. They did not put me on any kind of medication or anything like that. I'm going to monitor my blood sugar and take it 6 times a day for the next 2 weeks and log it. So I'll take it first thing in the morning. I will, like a fasting one, first thing in the morning. I'll take it after I eat breakfast. I'll take it before I eat lunch, after I eat lunch, before dinner, and after dinner. But like after breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you take it 2 hours after you eat. So I'll do that, and I'll just log it for the next 2 weeks, and then give him what I find when I go back, and that will determine if I need to be on insulin. And I already know that I'm already sure that I don't. I can change this just by fixing up my diet. I am positive of that. That's just my opinion. We'll see. What else? Oh, the results of my 3-hour testing. So I have them. So the results of my 1-hour test, I don't remember what the fasting glucose was, but after 1 hour it was 161 or 162. But then for the 3-hour, find that paper. Okay, for the 3-hour, my fasting blood draw was 70, and then at the 1-hour mark, after drinking the drink, the 1-hour mark, it was 182. The 2-hour mark, it was 172, and the 3-hour mark was 136. So they said the problem is that after the 2-hour mark, at the 2-hour marker, they want it to be below 130, and mine was at 172. So, and even my last number was 136, so it wasn't under 130. So I guess my body just isn't processing it as quickly as it should. So that is the reason for all of this. So the other things happened today. So also, when the woman at the doctor today took my blood sugar, she, like on the machines where you do your finger prick, you can choose how hard it pricks your finger, and I don't know, she had that thing on hard, I think, because first of all, I felt it a ton, and the other times that I have tried that this week, I have not really felt it. And you kind of have to like do it, and then you like push to get the blood, and she did it, and I felt it a ton, and blood was running down my finger. So I got really grossed out by that and started to like get sick, and it was quite an ordeal. But so when she checked it at the doctor today, it was 79. So she said that they wanted it above 80 since I was pregnant. So then she brought me a granola bar. I had to eat that, and she said she would be back in 15 minutes to recheck it. And so I was like, great, but she never came back. So I don't care, it's fine. So tomorrow I will be actually doing the checking 6 times a day. I'll do it when I wake up in the morning. And what else today? So I go every 2 weeks. I test my blood sugar 6 times a day. I don't remember. Oh, so I have to get some more blood work done. I don't really know the reason. He was just checking me and suggested something else, so now I have to go get some more blood work done before I go back to see him in 2 weeks. So that is my update. But I think every time that I've taken my blood sugar since I found out about this, it has been normal or even a little low. So I think I might be kind of overcompensating for it now. I think before I was eating too much of carb, sugar, food, and now I think I cut too much out. So all of my glucose levels are low, so I need to learn how to like spread it out more, and so my levels are more level so that they are where they need to be instead of on the low side. And this does not at all mean that I can't have carbs, which is I guess what I thought, because going into this I didn't know anything, but I can still have carbs. I just really need to watch how much and really need to watch the portions of those and the timing too. And another thing that the dietitian told me, which I thought was interesting, is that my highest reading could possibly be first thing in the morning, because I guess your liver releases sugar all night long. So it could be higher in the morning. So she suggested not having a ton of carbs for breakfast for that reason. And I thought that was interesting, because I always thought that if you were going to eat a bunch of carbs, you should have them first thing. That way you had the whole day to burn them off. But I guess, and I don't know if that's the same for everyone or if it's just because of pregnancy, but it is not ideal to have all the carbs first thing in the morning, according to the dietitian. So, all right, tomorrow's the day. I'm going to start testing my blood sugar. Wish me all the luck, because I hate blood so much, but I'm gonna do this and I don't want to be on insulin. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and until next time.
You better